Green thumbs are adopting innovative systems to make the most of some very tight situations. Teresa Tang brings us the story.
It's gardening with a view. These seedlings grow with plenty of sun and traffic noise. A little unconventional, but becoming more common than you think.
Here we are on the 18th floor, not a place you typically expect to garden, but there is a beautiful, thriving garden here. So tell me what vegetables you're growing.
Oh, this is xiao bai chai. This is spinach, and I also have lemon balm, and also different kind of mustard.
And tell me about this chili plant.
Oh yeah, it looks like a tree, yeah?
Yeah.
You see, it's very easy. It's just like Lego, you plug and play, you know, and you just put it in and the water just run. Can you get the water running? The water just runs, just like, you know, a fish tank.
Anlinna Lim is one of about 1,000 people in Singapore using the Aero Spring system. It allows residents to grow vegetables vertically at home. The roots are suspended in an air chamber and are regularly sprayed with a nutrient-rich water mist.
I have better control of the quality because I know what I'm putting in the water, the nutrients that I'm putting in compared to outside. I do not know whether they use insecticides or pesticides. You know, with minimum work, you know, I can have plenty of fruits and vegetables and even extra to give my family. You know, it's so amazing.
Where it basically rains.
The man behind the system says maximizing productivity within a confined space is important to reduce food waste.
Even in countries that have agriculture in their own country, unlike Singapore, the waste is about 40 to 60% from the farm to the table. So we can't afford to waste that much food in the future. It's lost on the transportation, it's lost in quality checks where they remove some of the leaves with holes in them. If we grow food where we live, we can severely change the way that we impact the environment with less carbon footprints, and also it's much more nutritious once it's fresh and not cleaned by chemicals and sent across the world. If I look over here on the pole, you can see I've got amazing basil, chilies, Tuscan kale. But if I show you one of the plants, this is a Japanese Mizuna, you will see that the roots, they just grow in air, there's no soil. And what that means is that the irrigation only goes about a minute every 15 minutes outside.
So clearly there's no soil in this system.
No.
So the whole idea is you have these plants and the roots are constantly nourished, right?
That's right. So in the tank you have 75 liters of water, meaning you can go away for like a whole month. We add the liquid nutrients, the earth minerals into the water, and then automatically it will irrigate every 15 to 20 minutes.
These indoor versions of the system are even more controlled. No bugs and no blemishes. Special lights from Japan are calibrated to the precise spectrum for plant growth and must be turned on for 16 hours a day. According to official statistics, Singapore imports more than 90% of its food, and that is a concern for people like Anlinna, who want to know exactly where the produce is coming from. But taking the soil out of the garden isn't sitting well with some.
With that nostalgia, with the way that we grew up with our families and with their gardens, you know, getting your hands dirty, and we've got children of our own, so they really enjoy getting their hands dirty.
This self-watering system, dubbed VeggiePod, includes the soil and adds another layer of convenience.
So there's obviously no vegetables inside here right now, but can you explain how this system works?
Yes, so there's about 4 key features in the VeggiePod. The reservoir here holds 16 liters of water, and on top of it is the wicking system. So as you see here, there's little holes in the wicking bed, and that will allow you, once you have your soil and your plants here, the roots will wick the water up. So we also have the canopy here, which it's not a shade cover, it's a protective cover. However, it does shade up for 17%. So basically, it will give your plants just a little bit of reprieve from that direct sunlight.
The plastic is certified food safe and the cover is commercial grade, meaning it can withstand most extreme weather spells.
A week or so ago, we planted some nice leafy greens over here, which are seedlings which are just coming through. In a couple more weeks, as long as we get enough sunlight, these may be on our dinner table.
Spendolo says the system is also designed to prevent mosquito breeding.
I think one concern, though, especially in Singapore, is the threat of dengue, right? Because if you have standing water, and we know that there's a lot of water here, how does this system address that?
Yeah, so there is water that sits underneath. That water is flushed. When the rain comes down or when you water the veggie pod, the reservoirs will overflow and then that water is flushed out. Underneath, and I think we had a shot of it before, there's a small overflow valve in the bottom. It's small enough to let the water drop out. I cannot say that there's absolutely zero risk of a mosquito going in there, but the risk is very, very small.
But why just garden at home? At this boutique multi-services agency, urban gardening has taken over some of the office's redundant space.
At first, it seemed like a bit of a strange idea to do gardening together in the office, but it's such a easy way to get the team together and have a talking point, and especially when you can see the results and eat it and taste it, it's quite exciting.
I think a lot of them love going out into the balcony to take a break from the screen. We have a great working culture because when they see the plants and then you can use in our drinks or our food, they get very excited about it and they want to take part in looking after it. So we kind of have a working schedule.
A dozen organizations in Singapore, including the National Parks Board, offer workshops from a few hours to a few months long, aimed at people looking to develop their urban agriculture skill set. More and more are cultivating produce and peace of mind, one plant at a time.
I grow lime, curry leaves,